Welcome to Be Great Today. My name is Jonathan Bloom, also known as Frasley Sparksman in World of Warcraft. Today's episode is on improv. A couple of years ago, I took some improv classes, and these were very insightful, and there were some things I picked up from these that I think you can apply to life. These are some of my biggest takeaways from improv. I suggest taking an improv class if you ever get a chance. I took one from Summitt, amazing and awesome person, and it was a lot of fun. One of the biggest is the yes and, being flexible on ideas. One of the analogies that Scott would always bring up is say, hey, do you like my hula skirt? No, you don't have a hula skirt. You have a suit of armor. By saying that, you are taking their idea, destroying it, and adding your own idea. But instead, if you were to say, hey, do you like my hula skirt? And the other person's like, yeah, I like your hula skirt. And here's a martini at Club Med. You took the idea and added to it. The yes and is being flexible on ideas, working and adapting to what others around you are doing, working with someone, not working solo, kind of taking an idea that somebody brought up and figuring out what you can add to it and how you can make it better. There are times when I want to turn down an opportunity, but then I yes and I then find out it was a great opportunity. There are some opportunities that aren't great, but sometimes if I get past my anxiety of my initial reaction of saying no, and I go into a yes, it actually has turned out much better. This past Sunday, I decided to group up with some friends in a video game. I know, I'm a gamer. I wanted to watch Netflix because I was just kind of feeling tired from the day, but the event turned out to be a lot more fun and stimulating than a sitcom on Netflix. Yes, and other ideas. Add to what they're saying. Take, for instance, I want to create a park day. That's a great idea. We could also add an ice cream social to the park. Add to ideas. Don't dismiss, as the other person cares for their idea, and your ideas together might be better. And yes, and disappointments. Try to work out disappointments. You can sometimes find these are able to be improved to be less bad than what you got. Take the bad news and find a way to improve what you have been given. Don't just ask questions without giving support. In improv, you have to give your improv actor something, not just saying, what do you think? Or do you have any ideas? Or where should we go? You have to make it something that gives them a starting point. Want to go with me to that lake over there and with the monster? Or want to help me defeat that lake monster with a flamethrower? Another thing is, today is the day. You're not talking about a situation in the past. You don't talk about a situation in the future. Today is the day you are finally going to do that project. Today is the day you are finally going to do this, that. Today is the day, like in Peaking in the Brain, that you are going to take over the world. Today is the day that you are going to create that coffee that just makes everybody excited. Today's the day you are going to launch that project. Whatever it is, make today the day. Don't wait off till tomorrow. Do it today. One thing in improv is that it's all about action. Some of the best improv is not exposition. In exposition, it's discussing what is happening, but in improv, you show the audience. In life, it is usually better to show through action than just to speak. You know the saying, actions speak louder than words, or don't just talk, show me. Obviously, don't go against your moral standard with yes and, but it can be applied to a lot of situations. There are certain places where you should not go past your convictions, but then there are places where you can kind of yes and an idea. I started podcasting because of yes and it has changed my life. I just started doing it and was like, what do I need to learn? Okay, I learned that. Okay, here's an issue that came up. How can I fix that? It's all about taking what you get and yes anding it. I encourage you to find ways to improvise. When I think back to improv, it really is a great skill to learn. So again, if you're interested in improv, definitely find a local improv class. Also look at improv on YouTube, but even without those classes, just think in your lives ways you can improvise. This has been Be Great Today, a podcast by Jonathan Bloom, also known as Frasley Sparksman in World of Warcraft. I hope you have an awesome day. You can find us at be-great.today. And if you find this podcast helpful, share it with your friends. Maybe you can make their day great today as well.